pre-Columbian origins of San Juan de Pasto. Long before the arrival of the Spain conquistadors in the 16th century, the territory now occupied by San Juan de Pasto was habited by indigenous cultures deeply rooted in the land and these traditions. Among them, the Pastos and Quillacingas people stand out, leaving an indelible mark of the story and identity of the regions. Los Pastos, people of the earth. The Pastos ethnic group mainly occupy the highlands of what is now the department of Nariño and the part of northern Ecuador. Their name comes from the native language they spoke and has been interpreted as "people of the land" or "place of celebration", reflecting both their connection of the territory and their cultural richness. The Pastos were experts in agriculture, taking advantage of the climatic conditions of the Andean regions to grow up crops such as corn, potato, beans, and quinoa. They used the raised field and irrigation channels, demonstrating advanced knowledge of soil and water management. They were also skilled craftsmen. They wove brightly colored blankets, made pottery decorated with geometric patterns, and practiced metalworking in gold and copper. Their social organization was communal, with hierarchical structure that allowed for collective decision making and respect for elders. Tequilacingas wisdom and resilience. Tequilacingas inhabited the lower warmer areas of the Adria, Dali and the Guaitara River Canyon, or the less well-known dens the Pastos. They also developed a culture rich in agriculture, knowledge, tradition, medicine, and spirituality. They were known for their resistance to attempts at external domination, both by the Incas and later by the Spanish. Their worldview was deeply connected to nature and their rituals included offerings to mountains, rivers, and celestial bodies. Inca influence. During the 15th century, the Inca Empire expanded its dominions northward, reaching the present-day territory of Nariño. Although they did not achieve thought conquest, they did establish trained roots cultures and changes and asserting a political influence over the Pastos and Quillacingas people. This contact led to the introduction of new knowledge, such as the use of the hippo knowledge, a coded system, thought construction techniques, and a broader view of the alien world. However, the local people retained their autonomy and traditions, resisting the imposition of the Inca culture. Spain's foundation and colonial era. The colonial history of San Juan de Pasto began in the 16th century amid the expansion of the Spanish Empire across South America. After the conquest of the Inca Empire, the Spanish headed north in search of the new lands, riches, and trade routes. It was in this context that the city of the Pasto was founded, in a region inhabited by indigenous people, such as the Pastos and Quillacingas, who bravely resisted the European invasion. Foundation of the town of Pasto. The city was officially founded on June 24th, 1537, by the conquistador Lorenzo de Albana, sent by Sebastián de Belalcázar one of the main leaders of the conquest of southwestern Colombia. The date coincides with the first day of San Juan Bautista, which is why the city was named San Juan de Pasto. The founding of the colony was not a peaceful process. Clashes with the indigenous people were intense, especially with the Quillacingas who fiercely defended their territory. However, the Spanish managed to establish a permanent settlement thanks to their military superiority and strategic alliances with some local groups. Colonial consolidation. During the colonial period, San Juan de Pasto became an important administrative, religious, and commercial center. Its distinct location between Quito and Popayán made it a key point for the transit of goods, troops, and officials. The city was elevated to the status of a royal city in 1559 by order of the Spanish crown, which granted it political and economic privileges. Life in Pasto during the colonial period revolved around the Catholic Church with guilds, churchy converts and school. Religious orders such as the Franciscanos and Dominicos played a fundamental role in the evolution of the indigenous people and in consolidation of Spanish culture.
¡Goza, Nariño! ¡Y que vivan los carnavales! Porque sí, güey, que no, la guaneña me engañó. Porque sí, güey, que no, la guaneña me engañó.
Pasto's heritage. Pasto's heritage includes unique artists and cultural traditions such as Pasto Barniz and the Pasto's Carnival. These two artists' traditions have been declared intangible culture heritage of humanity. There also the architecture heritage of churches and story building.